My brothers and sisters, sometimes life shifts so suddenly that we stop and wonder, what is happening to me? Why is everything changing at once? There are moments when doors close without warning. Opportunities vanish, people walk out, plans collapse, and the heart begins to whisper, is Allah trying to tell me something? Yes, sometimes Allah is not just changing your situation, He is changing your direction. He is realigning your path with the destiny He wrote for you long before you were born. And today, we're going to uncover 5 powerful signs that Allah is shifting your life's path not to break you, but to elevate you, protect you, and prepare you for what you asked Him for. Unexpected changes often feel uncomfortable, confusing, and even frightening. But when you look deeper with the eyes of faith, you realize they are among the greatest forms of mercy from Allah. Sometimes the path you are walking seems stable and predictable, and then suddenly everything shifts. A job ends, a relationship breaks, a plan collapses, or an opportunity slips away. In those moments, your heart may whisper, "Why did this happen now?" But what you don't see is what Allah sees. He sees the harm ahead that you cannot see. He sees the dangers you are blind to. He sees the better future you have not yet imagined. There are times when Allah removes you from a place you love because that place would have destroyed you. He shuts doors not to punish you, but to push you toward doors you would never have had the courage to knock on yourself. Sometimes you are dragged away from what you wanted because it was too small for the greatness written for you. What feels like loss is often protection. What feels like disruption is often preparation. What feels like life falling apart is often life falling into place. Allah's mercy is not always soft. Sometimes it comes in the form of a storm that forces you to move. Sometimes it comes as a disappointment that redirects you. Sometimes it comes as an ending that becomes the beginning of something far better. And even though you may cry over what you lost, Allah knows that one day you will look back and say, "If that didn't change, I wouldn't be where I am today." Unexpected changes are His way of guiding you when you wouldn't guide yourself. They are not random, they are not accidental. They are a divine gift wrapped in temporary discomfort, designed to lead you to the exact place you are meant to be. When life becomes heavier and the emotional storms grow stronger, it is natural to feel overwhelmed. But for a believer, increased tests are not a sign of abandonment, they are a sign of attention. Allah tests the ones He loves, not to break them, but to build them into something far stronger than they ever imagined. When you feel like everything is happening at once, when sadness, pressure, and confusion surround you, it may be that Allah is preparing your heart for a shift you cannot yet understand. Tests are not punishments, they are spiritual training. Just as a muscle grows only when it is pushed beyond comfort, the soul grows when it is stretched by difficulty. Emotional turbulence humbles you, softens your heart, draws you closer to your Lord, and breaks the illusion that you are in control. It pushes you to the ground so you finally look up. You begin to make sincere dua, you begin to reconnect with your prayer, you begin to reflect on your life, your habits, your relationships. In hardship, your priorities become clearer and your dependence on Allah becomes deeper. Sometimes the pain you feel is not a sign that something is going wrong, it is a sign that something is being repaired. Allah may be removing arrogance, healing wounds you didn't know you had, or protecting you from a path that would have harmed your soul. Emotional turbulence forces you to pause, reassess, and redirect your life with sincerity. When tests intensify, it means Allah is strengthening your internal foundation for blessings you cannot yet carry. Just as a tree must face winds to grow deep roots, the believer must face trials to grow in patience, wisdom, and maturity. The storm is not the end, it is the beginning of a stronger version of you, shaped by divine wisdom and purified through divine love. When people leave your life, it often feels painful, confusing, and deeply personal. You may ask yourself, "What did I do wrong?" Or "Why would Allah take someone I cared about away from me?" But with time and reflection, you begin to see that not every departure is a loss. Some departures are divine protection, divine replacement, and divine redirection. Allah removes certain people not to hurt you, but to save you from what you cannot yet see. He takes away those who would have slowed your growth, distracted your heart, or harmed your journey, even if on the surface they seemed necessary or comforting. There are people whose chapters in your life were only meant to be temporary. They were sent to teach you something, to help you grow, or to awaken something inside you, but not to stay forever. When their purpose is fulfilled, Allah allows distance, misunderstandings, or natural separation to occur. Instead of resisting, you must trust that the one who controls all hearts knows exactly who belongs in your life and who no longer does. Sometimes people leave because your life is about to elevate. The next stage of your journey requires a cleaner heart, a clearer mind, and a more sincere connection to your Creator. And not everyone is fit to walk with you into that new chapter. Their presence might have blocked a blessing or delayed a transformation Allah wanted for you. So He gently removes them, even if the process feels harsh to you. Other times, Allah removes people because He plans to replace them with better friends, better influences, better companions, better souls who will uplift you instead of draining your energy. Losing someone can feel like the end, but often it is only the emptying of your hands so Allah can fill them with something more beautiful. Trust that anyone who leaves you by Allah's will was never meant to stay, and anyone meant for you will never leave. There are moments in life when something inside you begins to shift quietly, gently, but undeniably. You feel a pull toward goodness, a desire to clean your heart, to reconnect with Allah, to leave behind habits that once felt impossible to let go of. This inner push is not random. It is one of the most beautiful gifts Allah places within a believer. It is His way of calling you back before you drift too far, His way of softening your heart before it hardens, and His way of preparing you for a path that is purer and more fulfilling. When you suddenly feel motivated to pray more consistently, to open the Quran, to make sincere dua, or to distance yourself from sin, understand that this feeling did not come from you alone. It is a divine invitation. Allah places light in the heart of the one He wants to guide, and that light becomes a quiet voice urging you to change, to improve, to rise above who you used to be. Even if your life feels chaotic or heavy, that inner shift is a sign that Allah is still holding your hand. This push often comes after hardship or disappointment. Pain humbles you, softens your ego, and makes you realize how desperately you need Allah. And sometimes the pull towards spirituality comes even when life is going well, as a reminder not to become too comfortable in worldly success. No matter when it appears, it is a sign of divine mercy. You may not become perfect overnight, but even the desire to improve is a form of worship. It is a sign that Allah is redirecting your path from the inside out. He changes your heart first so that your life can follow. When your soul begins to crave closeness to Allah, know that you are being guided, protected, and lifted towards something far better than what you leave behind. There are moments in life when you keep seeing the same message, hearing the same advice, or encountering the same situation repeatedly, almost as if something is chasing your attention. These repeated signs are not coincidences. They are reminders written specifically for you, delivered again and again until your heart finally awakens to the direction Allah wants you to take. When a certain thought keeps returning to your mind, when a specific opportunity keeps appearing, or when a particular door refuses to open no matter how hard you push, these are all forms of divine guidance. Allah speaks to the believer not only through scripture, but also through moments, patterns, and experiences. When you ignore the signs the first time, Allah sends them again with more clarity. When you hesitate out of fear, He sends encouragement through people, circumstances, or unexpected openings. And when a path is not meant for you, He blocks it repeatedly, no matter how much you desire it. These repetitions are His mercy saving you from making choices that would leave you lost, regretful, or spiritually disconnected. Sometimes you may notice that everywhere you go, you hear reminders about patience, gratitude, repentance, or letting go of something harmful. You might see opportunities to improve your life, your character, or your faith reappearing in different forms, or you may feel drawn toward a new direction, even though you're unsure why. The consistency of these signs is not an accident. Allah is gently nudging your heart toward change. Even delays can be a sign. When something takes longer than expected, Allah may be telling you that you are not ready yet or that something better is coming. When everything aligns smoothly, He may be telling you to step forward with trust. Repeated signs are Allah's way of guiding you without forcing you. They are invitations to elevate, grow, and embrace the path that will benefit your soul the most. Recognizing these signs requires reflection, humility, and a willingness to trust that Allah sees what you cannot yet see. After periods of chaos, confusion, or emotional heaviness, there comes a moment when your heart suddenly feels lighter, not because your situation has completely changed, but because something inside you has. This sense of peace is not ordinary, it is a gift from Allah. It is His way of telling you that the storm has served its purpose, that your heart has absorbed the lesson, and that you are ready for the next chapter. This peace is not the absence of problems, but the presence of divine tranquility. It is the calm that settles in when Allah places Sakina in your heart, a calm that cannot be explained but can be deeply felt. You may find yourself accepting things you once fought against, releasing people you once clung to, or understanding situations that once confused you. This inner peace is a sign of growth. It shows that Allah has transformed your heart through difficulty and strengthened your faith through challenge. It shows that you are no longer resisting His plan, but trusting it, even when you don't know the full details. This peace is a sign that your soul has matured and your reliance on Allah has deepened. Often, this tranquility appears after emotional storms that seemed unbearable at the time. You may have cried, questioned, and struggled through the chaos, but eventually, Allah eases your heart in a way no human could. That moment of stillness, that quiet acceptance, is a powerful sign that Allah is shifting your path and preparing you for what comes next. He never leaves a heart in pain without eventually placing comfort within it. This sense of peace means you have reached a level of clarity that only hardship could unlock. It means you have surrendered your worries to the one who controls every outcome. And it means you are finally walking in harmony with the direction Allah wants for you, trusting that everything you faced was leading you towards something better. In the end, my brothers and sisters, every shift in your life is a reminder that Allah is closer to you than your own heartbeat. Nothing changes without purpose, and nothing is taken without being replaced by something better in the long run. The unexpected moments, the emotional storms, the people who leave, the spiritual awakenings, the repeated signs, and the peace that settles after chaos, each one is a piece of a divine puzzle shaping your destiny. Allah guides your steps in ways you may not understand at first, but with patience and trust, you begin to see the wisdom behind every movement. Your life is not drifting, it is being directed. Your pain is not wasted, it is transforming you. Your setbacks are not failures, they are preparations. And every change, whether soft or painful, is Allah's way of bringing you closer to what is written for you, a path that is better for your heart, your faith, and your future. So trust the shifts, embrace the transitions, allow your heart to lean on the one who never misguides. When Allah shifts your life's path, it is never to break you, it is to build you, to elevate you, and to place you exactly where you need to be. Keep walking with faith, knowing that the one who is guiding you knows every destination better than you ever will.